Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we're playing Azorius Control with a very interesting twist that I personally loved. Deduce creates an artifact that can be used to fuel Disruption Protocol, creating this a 2-mana hard counterspell, negating one of the big downsides of 3-mana counterspells like Dissipate, that you just cannot ever find time to play it. Combined with Normalize that also is 2 mana, this creates very efficient control deck while not losing too much tempo. And yeah, games today will be pretty sweaty, so if you are serious about control, I think you'll like them. And with that being said, let's go into games and have fun, guys. Alright guys, we're going first. Our hand is pretty decent. We have a win con against control already. We have good surveil. We definitely don't need this land. Man, this land is insanely amazing. Like, the fact that it always draws you cards early is just insane. Alright, Field of Ruin. I think we go blue right now. And we'll see. We'll see. It's probably Jason to Mirrex, right? And Jeskai. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's a Helix. Do we go with Jace? This might be our win con, but we have Mirrex. They don't have Field of Ruin. I honestly don't think it's the best play ever. And I might super regret it, but I want to keep doing stuff, and I only play this because I have Mirrex. Now, this is interesting. It might be Get Lost, which kills Jace whatever, or Lightning Helix, that kills when we -2. And I think it could be the Helix version. However, I still need the card. So I expect Lightning Helix in response. And I think that's why they didn't counter. Yep. Alright. Still, we got some. Well, Memory Deluge is not optimal. So that means we just need to dodge Field of Ruin. And we should be okay. Do we show the Mirrex already? I think so. I think so. We won't be able to play the Emperor, so we are kinda fixed on the Mirrex plan. Unless we go for the Wandering Emperor. You know what? I don't mind it. I didn't want to play it this way, but I think it creates enough mess for our opponent that we can get some good trades. They can of course use the Anchorage to kill the... oh, never mind. If they had untapped land, they could. Another Helix, alright. That means more creatures will stick. Alright, and let's start. This will be a long way. Because of Helixes, we really want this Mirrex going. We just need to dodge Field of Ruin. This is their win con. And as long as we have it, it should be okay. We can also force their Mirrex. Eiganjo goes on the Anchorage probably. This is a nice draw. Alright, let's swing and see what we get. Emperor, right? Alright, this won't be easy. This won't be easy. So do we want to get lost it? I probably get lost the Emperor, right?
Let your blade do the talking.
I definitely want to save the Might. This is too important of a card. And we can get rid of it. Yeah, the map tokens hurt a little bit, but I still think it's worth it. I should probably wait until the end phase, but it shouldn't matter. Alright, that was a rough turn for us. We gave them a lot of value, which you can see by our cards, but we saved the Might, so they still need to answer. Alright, that's a sweeper. However, this is card negative, right? They probably will play the land, so I expect a land drop on top of it. They need to go to Memory Deluge, get Field of Ruin and win the game. I wonder how many bases they play. It is possible we catch them with Field of Ruin. Another Mirrex, that's not great. Let's see the top card. This is a good draw. That means we probably don't want to Field of Ruin right now. So if they don't play another basic Field of Ruining, man, I still need to draw the card. And I need to hit them with Mirrex. We're the aggressor, we have more mana, so it should be okay. Like, I'm not sure if we win, but I think that's the correct strategy. Like, we need to hit them where it hurts. So if they activate the Anchorage, we can answer with Field of Ruin. So they kinda cannot really do it. Alright, I guess they can. They should know what's going on, so I don't expect that will surprise them. The whale. Alright, that's a heavy tap. Yeah, go on the top. Sure. Alright, we probably need a lot of blue mana here. This will be a hard game, man. Let's see if they have basic. No. Okay. Okay, that's what I hoped for. So we need to keep pressuring them. We cannot give them time to recover. I also want to keep drawing Field of Ruins. Every time you Mirrex them, they kinda have to answer it. They're at 0 poison, so it's not super bad for them. And I think we start here. Alright. So I think they will set up something powerful right now. They don't have the whale mana, right? Let's start with this. I didn't play the land, I can still hit Field of Ruin, and that will keep them off the lands. I think this is their... yeah, obviously this is their only basic. Oh, I didn't hit it. That's bad. No more lies is good though. No more lies is good. I don't think Emperor matters super much. I will actually take Memory Deluge. I wanted to hit a land, I'll be honest. That's a little bit of a bummer. I really need... like, the lands are what keeps us in the game. Like, we are ahead thanks to this only. But hopefully we can make it work. See, they actually can race us with Mirrex. They have to. Once they hit the double activation, that's pretty insane. And they're trying to hit those lands. Well, then they did. That's what they want. 7 mana, but 1 is tapped, so no flashback here. They can go for the whale. I will definitely deduce at the... oh no, they have the whale, right? So if I deduce, they will play the whale. And then I need to depopulate main phase, killing my might. I think with the card advantage that we have and Field of Ruins in the deck, we still have 3. Here it comes. Okay, okay, I'm drawing decent cards. So I need 4 mana to depopulate, and then a counter spell mana. Alright, you know, there is no harm in doing it. It's not a Sunfall, so the token doesn't get smaller. And it will buff our opponent at least a little bit. And thanks to those draws, we can play a bit of a different game. We can try to beat their value, because we have those counter spells. Double Mirrex is what hurts us, unfortunately. We cannot activate it. Then they play the Deluge. This is not great. I need to keep hitting lands, man. I'm kinda forced to do it. And I'm getting a little bit clogged hand. Here it is, here it is. And Otawara, right? It's the best land. Now let's see what they will go for. Is that Memory Deluge plan or Mirrex plan? I think Mirrex plan is better. We're both at 1 poison. I didn't use Jace. I did, right? That was the one Jace. Oh, this is such a heavy tap. This is... oh, I should have played Otawara this turn. We definitely need to counter this. But it is unfortunate, I don't have the right mana right now. I didn't get the priority on Field of Ruin. I thought that I will. So they possibly get one more Mirrex token. That's fine. Emperor is annoying, but not game winning. Alright guys, alright, we're slowly doing it.
We must protect.
We are slowly doing it. Maybe. This is worth it. It also... wait, how do we do it? Because we can either draw a card or go for Field of Ruin. I think we Field of Ruin their Mirrex, right? That's how we do it. So then we take white mana and answer this. That also forces a tap, possibly. They didn't go for it. Alright. So I need to take white mana. It's not like I have a choice here. Now we go for this. You know, today we're a little bit tryharding. Like, we want to make good plays. So the comments can complain that I'm slow at magic. Alright. They actually countered it. Man, that's some desperation. To have a chance to draw one card, they actually used counterspell, which is insanely good card. I like it. So we could Otawara the token, but I don't think it should be a problem. Alright, so that should be okay. Perfect. This is the card we needed. And I mean, lockdown is okay. It gets rid of all the tokens. It's better than the rest. So now we have Deduce or Disruption Protocol for 2 colored mana, and then Mirrex. We need to start reversing the game. We lost a lot of turns. Like, it was like 5 turns before, you know, our last attack. Okay. A little bit unfortunate just because my might won't be able to hit in this case. So I kinda waste another turn. I can draw cards though. So I think we use this turn to draw maximum cards. We have a lot of counter spells in the... Perfect. Man, when we use those Field of Ruins, like, it will hurt him a little bit. We need to get rid of the clues. They have something. They have something. Do we go for the last one? Yeah, we kinda have to. If that's Memory Deluge, it's fine. I mean, I don't love it, but I will take the risk. Alright. Thank you. Thank you. So, Field of Ruin, that's for sure. We go for the lockdown. It's cheaper than Depopulate and does exactly the same thing. If he counters it, that could be okay for us. So this is probably a counter spell. It felt like a counter spell. They didn't hesitate at the end step, so it wasn't something that gives them value like Memory Deluge. They hesitated here because they didn't want this to resolve, so that feels like a counter spell. I don't think we can protect Jace yet, so we are not going with it. If they activate Mirrex, we use Field of Ruin then. They will get one activation, one way or the other. And we have one plains in the deck, right? The last one. So on the next Field of Ruin, we will both basically lose stuff, right? Alright. So this is Knight and this is Counter Spell. We need to pay 3 for this one. I used the Normalize, right? So I only have 1. For some reason I thought I have 2. Sure. I think we can let it through. We killed both of the Mirrexes, so we are still winning in this way. Or in this, you know, game plan. And this is just 1 mana that we'll tap later, but this turn is just a little bit perfect. Good mana tap. This is an artifact, so when this resolves, I can counterspell with Disruption Protocol. I should have enough mana. I don't really like to tap when I don't have to. So March is really good at this, right? Can I protect Jace already? It might be harsh still. Unfortunately, I need to hit the Emperor, because otherwise he gets enough loyalty to make a Samurai. So I think this one is a little bit better. Okay, this turn is fully reactive. Don't forget, he only gets one card a turn. He needs to resolve the Memory Deluge or something like this to get all the value, and look at our hand. Like, we are doing fine. We are absolutely doing fine.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I don't have another removal, so that's why this... I guess I have Field of Ruin. Is it worth wasting on this? Maybe. I will go for it. I can see this being a very bad play, because when he draws Mirrex or plays it right now, I might be in some trouble, and I think that's my last Field of Ruin. Either last or second last. No. You can do better than this, my friend. Oh, this is better. Alright, our first big spell. Only 4 cards to go, so we are running him out. 30, 25, so I will go to 22 after this one. Alright. Disruption and Mirrex. Those should be the cards, right? They do a lot. Alright. If he wants to resolve something, I think it's okay right now, because we are trying to force a lot of board right now. So I need to use Field of Ruin when he activates it. That will force another card. We really need to solve this Emperor. With never-ending pressure from double Mirrex, it should be okay that we waste some time. And don't forget, he will get less mana, right? We both will, because we both don't have basics anymore. We decline, respectfully. One of the reasons he has more library, to be absolutely honest. And we solved another problem. And now we show our true colors. Ha! Got you with second Mirrex. See, we won't need the Jace to win the game. And when you create another win con, then they open the Jace slot. Sure. But the question is to our opponent, what will you do on the next turn when you will have exactly the same board? So unless he draws Lockdown every single time until end of the time, he will whiff with this strategy. And now we have Artifacts, so we can tap out down to 2. See, like, I usually don't play like this because it's slower, but, you know, we know our stuff when we really want to win. This is a bad card. But I don't want to get milled. How much time do I... I actually will draw it. I have enough value that if I'm forced to get value, I'm fine. And I don't want to risk getting milled to 1 Jace. 2 Mites a turn. This is insane pressure. And he only has 3 cards. Right now Mirrex doesn't matter too much. First Disruption Protocol. I will pay the full amount. I can see this being a mistake as well, because we might lose 1 Might. I could use the Mirrex and then use the Artifact to go, you know, for display. But I thought the downside is really low chance and I didn't want to overthink it. See? We were really in bad spot early game, but we absolutely weaseled our way out of it. But it takes time and good decisions. So, see? We can be sweaty as well. Alright, we're getting first, or we are going first, should I say. Let's go with the island. Who knows, maybe Eiganjo will come handy at some point. I mean, we are drawing cards, so, you know, there is a chance this will be a removal if we draw enough lands in a row. Case of the skeleton. Alright. Alright, I think we just Field of Ruin right now. They definitely have basics. So we don't care about doing it main phase. Let's see what they will do. And we have no more lies, so it's fine. Sure. The damage is not super scared. They need to play more into this board. Surveil. Alright. I mean, this all dies to Lockdown, so I'm fine with it. They have green, so very likely they will be able to remove Lockdown. But maybe we can counter it. Oh boy. Oh boy. I will still Field of Ruin. So if they use 2 mana instant, that's good because they are fully tapped and they maybe create something small. If not, they just have the same land, so it's fine. We will go with plains this time, we're learning. Alright, and we go from here. You know what, this board is so weak, and we can just fully ignore it, right? Like it's just 4 damage a turn. I wanted to... the reason is that I cannot counterspell after, so if he plays something super scary later, this will be a huge problem for us. If he doesn't do anything, I just play the Emperor. Glissa. She doesn't die to lockdown. Yeah, so the first one. This is the type of card I wanted to get rid of. My turn. No, not a land. Unfortunate a little bit. Alright, so we go like this, and if they play Shaw, we just get losted. And keep no more lies and try to counter the next thing. You know, it's not perfect, but I think that should do it. Is that sure that? Usually that's what they bomb with after you clear the board. Alright. We won't allow the tutor, that's for sure. We can exile it pretty easily with multiple cards. Alright. You know what? I think we are through the hard phase of the game. Okay, this is huge. Now we know exactly what will happen. So we take this 2 damage and we'll probably make an Emperor and just flood the tokens. Yeah, he had 1 too many lands, so right now he's out of gas basically. And they won't kill us with the skeleton. Alright, we play now. Man, we are absolutely crushing it right now. Alright, let's make the board. And right now we are winning on board. If they're smart, they will attack the Emperor and we'll probably sacrifice her. And I didn't play a land this turn, so I will main phase it. And I will miss. Somehow. Alright, that's not what I expected, but this is what I will get, I guess. Alright, we can always pay 1 card and exile this, so it's not super scary. I wanted to play a land so I can no more lies, and then he's locked out of the game. But with this case we kinda need to play differently. And I don't want to kill it, because then he gets the solving. I guess he cannot play it on this turn, right? We'll just overuse cards. I think Emperor can do still some work on pressuring Leafa. So they will solve the case, but they won't be able to get the value from it. Spider. I don't remember what this does. Non-land permanent, so they will get rid of the lockdown. Huh. Interesting one. But they are... Man, it's so funny that aggro decks just main phase lockdown sideboard basically. But I don't think this will really help them. We just need to answer this. The rest should... Oh, we can just get lost, right? And keep the Emperor. Oh boy, alright, they're going hard with this. They solved everything, however, they don't really have any value left. Okay, so this is a get lost into lockdown turn. We can attack, see, maybe we get some stuff. The life gain doesn't really matter, we are outvaluing them super hard. I could also Sunfall, but then he gets those. Interesting, he really wants them in the graveyard, of course. I mean, if I got well, no, I still have to Sunfall, to lockdown. Alright. I didn't thought that they will go for those trades. I can incubate. Alright, that caught me off guard a little bit. But that means we can just leave the spider then. And probably they will have to use some mana on it and then we kill it in response or something like that. He drew the roots instantly. Alright. That's the card. Let's try to stop before they activate something. Like, we cannot prevent all of the creatures, but we can prevent one of them, I believe. So let's get lost this. Well, that was a good draw on their part. Alright. But they didn't get too much, right? They can use the map tokens, but it still doesn't give them the cards, except lands. So not the cards that matter. And the counters don't really make a difference, right? They have still green here. Yeah, so they will pump a creature, hit us pretty hard, but that's it. And they are out of value. So it's still good. Good for us. We need to be careful about those incubate tokens, probably. They cost in total 3 mana, right? And they don't have a haste. Man, very awkward game so far. I still think we need to go for the Sunfall because we need to clear the board. And then we need to start go card for card, I guess. So they will create 2 tokens, right? And then we can use this one to trade and the second card to get rid of it. We still cannot play Memory Deluge, unfortunately. And we have to defend, so we cannot right now go for the Anchorage to fix our mana base. Right, but I think we have control, and it's just a matter of time when he whiffs. And then we should be absolutely winning this. So even though nothing happened, we paid what? 3 mana this turn, and he paid 0, so we got ahead compared to the last turn. It transformed, so it's still the same target. Alright, and that was the turn when we start to lock the game. Pun intended, I guess. We cannot draw too much. I think we just chill, because at some point we'll draw lands and be able to pressure with Memory Deluge, as long as we don't... Like, we can reserve 4 of his next cards. Even if they are as good as those. So we counterspell this one, because then he cannot get this value. You cannot really respond if they play one after another instantly. Alright. See, they still try to be aggressive, and at some point you can just mitigate everything and then use the leftovers to get the extra value that wins the game over them. Only one card. And it doesn't seem to matter too much. So we go with this. We attack with everything. They don't have the board. And I'm not using the map, I think. Just in case we hit something with no more eyes. They have a lot of mana, so it might be harsh, but you know, maybe they will combo a lot of cards in a row. We will see. I don't think the 1 mana is worth it. Repossession is a really nice one here. So 6 to 14. For them the problem is that we still have the lockdown. This is a very nice draw. Let's get the creature going. Maybe we can draw a land. Nice. That's good. Alright, Deduce is a very powerful card right now. I mean, we just play Jace. I don't even think they can do anything about it, but with Memory Deluge we can even lose it, and that will also be fine. We don't want to kill this, so they don't get any value. So being at minus means that we don't even need to block. They might still attack, hoping for a block. Alright, how many cards? 8 and 11, so nobody is drawing yet. But we will start. They have some graveyard synergy, so maybe it should be me, but I don't super care here. No, we get better damage by just going Emperor, right? So at then step Emperor, then start attacking and 2-turn lethal. That was the plan. Right, we are going first. Not sure about this hand, but like we have triple tap lands basically. A Boros, but it's a Surveil, so you know what? That might mean some control. So we will hello. They don't have blue so far. Could be Jeskai. Oh, I think they might be a fan. This is definitely a Lightning Helix deck, which means we probably don't want to waste Jace. Virtue. Okay. Interesting. So a mid-range. I expected a... This will give them a lot of cards, so I don't super like it. Because we can kill all the creatures, but we won't prevent the card draw, so they will draw like 2 cards with it. And that's a little bit too much for my taste. Let's go with the Jace. It is a little bit scary. They might go like double Lightning Helix or something and kill it. But I'll take this risk, because if Jace sticks, it can carry us through the game. And it's not easy to deal 6 damage with no board, basically. Like, even for Boros right now, they still need to have red mana, double Helix, and use all of... Well, they're doing it. Oh man, really? Okay, Get Lost. Get Lost is also painful, but maybe we can survive it. I really want to use the map tokens. Alright. You know what, I think we have nice potential here. We should be fine. It's a little messy right now, but I think we can solve it one after another. You know, with our 3-sweeper hand. the Emperor. Field of Ruin hurts though. At least we have basics, right? I think he has another removal. In that case it would be better to not to -2, but I will try with this. Like, I need, like, this is only 3 cards. I need to make sure that he doesn't get everything. I mean, this is a decent trade, right? If they go for the Virtue, then we can use all the map tokens. I mean, for one turn we can outscale him. Let's see what the draw is. We really need to start hitting our big stuff. You are not a big stuff. So this can help us protect the board for a moment. This is a good card. This is a very good card. I will be a little bit aggressive because I want this card advantage. I need lands, I need cards, I need a lot of everything, and I can stall the board for a very long time, so I think it's worth it. Also, when you are tapped, the only punish is basically what? Going white, which is exactly what we want him to do. That's fine. The weakness of this card is that they still need to have a creature in the board. And see, they cannot even attack right now. What more, they cannot attack on the next turn as well, which is wild. And this is actually really good. They have Field of Ruin, so I will keep pumping this instead. Here's our land for turn. Man, we actually scale harder than them. Have you ever thought we will? Oh, that's funny. Man, this is so much damage out of nowhere. And they still need to waste some mana to Field of Ruin, and then we get a, you know, a cool rampy ramp. With Field of Ruin, sometimes you can get them when they are fully tapped with this, and then they cannot respond. So you force your Field of Ruin to trade for their Field of Ruin, but not for the target they wanted to Field of Ruin. That sentence was absolutely not confusing. So, we didn't hit the counter here, however, it's 5-5 against 5-5. If they kill Emperor, that's not a big problem. Emperor is here just to start the game, she's not here to win. Well. Alright, I guess why not, right? Okay, Lightning Helix. Oh no, it's Lightning Helix twice. Okay, this is not what I expected, not gonna lie. This is exactly not the type of card I expected from this kind of mid-range. It's not great. I'll be honest, it's not perfect. Oh boy, this will be dirty. Oh, this will be so dirty. First, let's attack. But we need a good tap here. Oh, Chandra, you're really brutal right now. You're gonna get a fight. I mean, I should do everything before I go for Field of Ruin, right? But if we go this, we go Deduce. Okay, I think it's more mana efficient this way, and we also keep the land. Let's go for Field of Ruin. This will be harsh, man. I have so much white, but we have perfect mana base. Let's go for... I like blue more, alright? What can I say? I always take blue if I have a choice. One card, but man, the Chandra absolutely got me off guard. Like, I did not prepare for this card. I knew it could be enough. I even wanted to say that, you know, it's not like he will play a Planeswalker, right? Haha. Well, he did. Oh, I'm dead. Right? Nearly dead. I think I'm at 1. That's not exactly my favorite number. I just realized they can, you know, kill both the blocker and my face. And that means I'm at 8, and this will nearly kill me. Alright, but they're not going for the play. This is so bad, man. Oh no, this is 6 damage. I need to kill Chandra, but I won't have enough time.
They won't know what hit them.
Yep, I don't know what hit me. Oh, Chandra, why are you doing it to me? So I can kill Chandra in few turns, but I won't have those. Probably. Chase. Not yet. Not the moment. Those were the cards, man. This is exactly what I needed all this time. I have Get Lost. I could draw into it. So I need Lockdown and Get Lost. Oh man, I'm not good at Magic at all. Those are cards we could have before to prevent Chandra. Right now we need the answer. At least they're burning through the library, you know? It might not super help when she just -6 me. He was cool, so we were good game, but unfortunate draw. We just needed either a counterspell to prevent Chandra or Get Lost to kill her, but you need to draw those cards. Right, we're going first, and let's see this one. I know I don't want lands. You know what? Against an aggro deck, I will make sure that I'm not losing, especially that there are so many of them. And I will Deduce on curve. Yeah, it could be a dead draw. I already had a sweeper here, but generally the decks that are aggro are so popular that I think you can lose a little bit of value if you are meeting control, and it should still be fine. Don't forget, moment we hit our first Memory Deluge, we absolutely recover all the value. So you just need to survive and make sure that you get there. I wonder what the deck is. They definitely play creatures, but maybe we can get some decent value, we'll see. Normalize is a good card. I don't want to waste it, especially at this stage of the game. So if I lock down, so I could draw a card, lock down, and he doesn't really get anything. I like this play. I like this play. I don't think we are forced to counterspell. We just need to keep playing lands. Alright, not the best one, but I'll take it. I think this one is, you know, okay. Let's go like this. I want to make sure that they don't get the value. I kinda invested 2 cards into one, but don't you worry, Sunfall will be a lot of 1. And we keep developing our mana base, we have the bird, and the 3 damage a turn doesn't do anything. This is the turn they can resolve something scary though, so we need to be careful. Alright. We miss, they miss, you know, the way of life. Definitely, man. Second draw that we got accelerated by the survey land. They're so good, man. even though they're tapped, you basically get time walk so often with it. Maybe not full time walk, alright, but a big part of it. Alright. I'm sure it was worth. What's going on, man? What's going on? You know what? I will take the race. I don't care about this damage. They have white deck, they cannot do hasty things. Please, tap correctly, my friend. This way I get card advantage. And I have no more lives, so I just need 2 mana. It's good, but I have better stuff in my deck. Like, I don't want to go 1 for 1. I want to get a card that gives me, you know, 4 cards. Even the Deduce is so much better, sure. Man, look at my hand. Like, we are playing the weirdest game ever, but I think I'm winning it. I think I'm winning it. I mean, I can do it, you know, all the time, and I actually will win the race, maybe even, because my creature scales and also draws cards. Alright, I see, I see. You know what, I kinda like the bird. And because he's so constrained on mana, I think we can waste one of the counter spells to make sure that, you know, we are in a cool spot in this game. You can see that he starts to respect the bird. Please, respect the bird and no more lies from you. He might be forced to start defending. Are you serious? This is so cool, man. He actually needed to start defending. Alright, so we can use one of the mana, right? Let's see. Man, this bird is just getting perfect. This is the card. A 4/5. So he's not attacking, but at the same time... Yeah, man, like, the bird absolutely got him. If not the bird, he would continue playing, but right now he cannot defend and he cannot race us, and he knows that we are getting more and more value every turn. That was a weird game, but I like the locking part. Alright guys, we played quite a lot with Azorius Control today, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Obviously this was one of the lists that was used heavily in MTG Online, so I think like 3 of the decks were very similar versions of this. I changed it for the best of 1, so there were some changes. However, I think the very close version to this got like 8th place out of 60 players, so it should perform very well in best of 3. However, what about best of 1? To be absolutely fair with you guys, I really like this twist. I think the Deduce can be a card that I will keep using more, because I really liked it. Every time it helps you to curve out, because you instantly draw a card, especially that you play 27 lands in this version, and you also get extra draws with the Deduce, so very hard to get mana screwed. And at the same time, late game, when you have nothing to do, this extra 2 mana is very easy to find for this 1 extra draw that gets you into Memory Deluge. However, the Disruption Protocol is sometimes hard to use. Sometimes you need to draw a lot of them, so you know, it's dicey. I generally liked it. I like versions with counter spells. However, you need to be careful. If aggro decks just go all in on turn 3, they still probably overwhelm you, because even though it can be a 2 mana counter spell, it can be at the earliest on turn 3, because first you need to cast the Deduce, right? So later you can double play faster, so it still gives you some advantage, but you know, in the end you cannot cast it on turn 2. That's why we have no more lies. And you know, I think you kinda know the drill by now. Hopefully you enjoy Azorius Control. I know, you know, the deck didn't change super much, but I think even those small twists make it interesting, especially if you are a dedicated Control player. So tell me in the comments if you enjoyed it, if you like Azorius on the channel, if you are fed up with Azorius or you want more, because I personally really like this kind of gameplay. So yeah, hopefully you had fun, and see you tomorrow.